Hello again. So I haven't been on for quite a while. I kind of fell off the health journey for a little bit. It's like I go up, down, back and forth, back and forth. Um, I've been struggling with depression and anxiety. A lot of you know that. Um, and just the past like month, little over a month, it's just gotten a little worse, and I play it off like I'm all right. Um, I haven't gone to the gym for over a month now, and kind of just struggling. Those of you that know me know that I have struggled with this for a while. It's just really, really hard, but yet I know it's something that I need to continuously focus on. I need to focus on myself and not worry about what other people think about me or what they say, and that does get to me a lot. I have a lot of insecurities just because of previous relationship, and I know that people tell me all the time, like, get over it, that I just need to let it go, or I'm wanting attention for it, or I just overreact on things. But unless you go through it, then you have no room to say anything about it. I have got help. I kind of slacked off on getting my help, but I do a lot of meditation, and a lot of people laugh at me when I say that, but the meditation has helped me so much. So I do a lot of self-love meditation. I do a lot of positive meditations. I read a lot, and I do research a lot. Some days are better than others, but I need to tell myself every day something good about myself. I do really, really take into consideration what other people say about me, which I shouldn't. And I've been told by many people before that it's not about what people say, but yet at the same time, it does really, really, really get to me. I have a lot of insecurities in the way that I look, my body. I always pick apart myself no matter how much weight I've lost or gained. So those of you that know me, I used to weigh over 400 pounds about 5 years ago, probably a little bit longer than that. I decided to get healthy because I watched the show, and it kind of, showed me all this stuff about health benefits and like what could happen to your body and how hard your body has to work. I could never fit on a treadmill. My butt is pretty big, so my butt would hit the sides, and it's really emotional to go back and look at where I once was before. And I remember the day that I had one of my kids take a picture of me on the treadmill, and I just couldn't believe it. I could only go for 5 minutes and be out of breath. I would hurt everywhere. I would hide myself in a room. I never wanted to take pictures with my kids or anything like that. And so those of you that like follow me on social media, yeah, I take a lot of pictures, and I do have assholes that always say like, oh, you take so much pictures, selfie queen. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I do it because if I can help that one person to feel confident about themselves of knowing how far they've come, then that to me is God's work. But yet I still struggle myself. I pick myself apart. I hide myself a lot. And even if I have lost 179 pounds, every day is really challenging. I have people that call themselves my friends, and they truly aren't my friends. Because a friend will not pick you apart or like pick out the flaws that you have in you. They're supposed to lift you. So every single day for the past month, I've been literally doing a lot of affirmations, body positivity, and really trying to find me again. And it's not easy. People can tell you that you're beautiful. People can tell you that they love your body, or you look so good. But when you're in your own body that have these demons that fight you on a daily basis, or let's say you were in a relationship that picked you apart, even when you were a lot smaller than what you are now, it tends to really, really kill the confidence in a person. But I've been really, really struggling with that. But I do have, people that do support me, and sometimes I don't listen to them, but I found myself having a really hard time, even at work. I found myself really short fused at work, which my job is very, very demanding. I work in healthcare. And so there's a lot of ups and downs in that. I take care of people that literally are dying. And so that brings a lot of stress and whatnot. And I've worked so hard in, instead of medicating with food, I would do things. And lately I don't find myself doing that. I go to work, I work a lot of hours, I come home, I still work, and then I just don't do anything else. So it's been a real big struggle. I have decided that I need to do something for my health, and I'm not doing it for anybody else but for myself, because if you don't do it for yourself, then why are you doing it? So I have to work on me first. I need to make me happy again first. And so I decided to start up on keto again. I did it last year for about 60 days, and I lost 35 pounds, and I felt amazing. I felt great. So I've been doing a lot of research on it. Intermittent fasting, I've done it before and I loved it. So I decided last week, Wednesday, that I was going to full on go on a keto fast for 3 to 5 days, which I did it for 3 days. And I loved it. I feel so much more energized. I have a lot of my bloat that went down in my belly, but I still have a ways to go. Like I said, I was 11 pounds away from my goal, and life happens, shit happens. And I gained quite a bit back. I gained, I believe, like 58 pounds back when I was going through a really, really bad relationship. And I lost about 20 pounds from there. But this past year, it's just been up and down. So I get to my goal and I go back up, I get down, I go back up. And it's like I started to eat again. Like I didn't give a shit. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Lately, I do find myself like, just going out with the girls and just having a drink or two. Like not every single day, but we do go out once a week. And that was our thing that we decided that we would do at work with my coworkers. I do have the support of this diet from the girls at work, because there's 3 of us doing it right now, and it does really, really help when you have that support. So I did 3 days. Yesterday was day 4, which I decided I would just eat regular and normal food, but still on the keto and the intermittent fasting. I lost 7.2 pounds in the 3 days of following the fat fast. I didn't follow one particular fat fast. I did 2 combined in one. For day 1 and 3, I did my bulletproof coffee in the morning, which consists of some stevia, MCT oil, a teaspoon. I don't do the tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, and I don't do the butter. I don't do the whipping cream either, because getting ready in the morning, I do want the coffee. Like, I love coffee. So I do that as meal 1, and then finally about 11 or 12 o'clock, I'll eat my first meal. So like I said, day 1 and day 3, I did 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks with a tablespoon of mayonnaise mixed in together with some seasonings, and scrambled that in bacon oil, and 4 slices of bacon with half of an avocado or 2 tablespoons of guac. My third meal for all 3 days was 5 slices of bacon. And then of course my last meal, which was my dessert, was 3 to 4 tablespoons of crunchy peanut butter. The ones that you can just go to Winco and make yourself, like natural peanut butter, I guess. And I would add, so I would usually do like 3 tablespoons and then 1 tablespoon of cream cheese and mix it all up together, and I would eat it with a baby spoon, because then I would feel like I had more. But it did fill me up, and that was like my sweet for the day, I guess. I did struggle for a day and a half with wanting sweets, and I wanted candy so bad because I have a really bad sweet tooth. And for me, it's hard because being brought up in the islands, we have a lot of like rice that we eat and stuff. So it was kind of hard because I wanted rice, but I didn't, because I don't really eat lots of rice now. But it is a struggle. And so I'm not gonna lie, the first day and a half was really, really hard. But I got through it. The second day, I did the bulletproof coffee, and then I did a 4-ounce hamburger patty with a little bit of cheese and 3 slices of bacon. And then for my dinner, of course, I did the 4 pieces of bacon and then the peanut butter. So I did lose 7.2 pounds. I did not measure myself, which is a big mistake, because I know that as much as I've gone through, like, measuring is such a big deal. I used to do pictures as well as measurements every like 2 to 4 weeks, just because you could see your results that way if you're not losing pounds. I used to love going to the gym. Like, I used to be a gym rat, and I love to lift weights. Unfortunately, from me slacking off for over a year of not doing it consistently, I can't lift as heavy. I feel shitty when I go in there. I feel like a wuss because I can't lift as heavy, but I know that it's something I have to do. I'm not going to go back to the gym in like a day or 2, but I am planning on going back probably in a week once I get situated with everything. Yesterday was a really hard day for me. It was very emotional, very, very emotional. Being away from my family in Hawaii, and you know, my kids are pretty much grown up, and my youngest is a teenager, and just not having that around, like, I don't do anything. And so I decided that I'm gonna start living, and going and doing things and meeting new people and just getting out there and enjoying life. But I did not cheat yesterday. I stayed totally focused on keto, even if I wasn't doing the fast. Today I decided to start on a different fast, which I know you're only supposed to do it for 3 to 5 days, but I did stop in between, right? So I'm doing the hamburger and butter, and it is now 1:35, and I finally ate like my second meal. So my first meal was my bulletproof coffee, and then I ate a cup of ground beef that I made into hamburger, and I didn't use the 3 tablespoons of butter because that was way too much butter. But I did cook a hamburger seasoned, a cup of it with butter, and I only did 1.5 tablespoons because it was just way too much butter for me. So it's pretty much a high fat fast. And of course I'm doing my intermittent fasting, so I eat from 11 to 7 every single day, but I only eat certain meals, and then I'm following the keto. just trying to work on me again and finding myself. It is hard, and it's hard when people don't understand it. I struggle, like, I am not gonna fucking lie. I struggle every single day, like, with the way I look. Some of you might think that that's insanely crazy, but it's not. You can still hear, no matter how much help I get or anything, and I work on myself and I lose weight or whatever, like, I still find something else wrong with myself, and I still hear the comments of people that they make. I still hear comments that people make when I was big. You know, the laughing at me, the staring. And so when I see other people around that are bigger, like, I feel bad because I know that they're probably being teased like I was, or shitty stuff being said. Even after I started losing my weight, people kept saying shit, you know, and they still do now. And I still hear all those words that people say. And no matter how many times I can look in the mirror and tell myself that I'm all right, like, you're beautiful, you're worth it, you're strong, you know, you're bold. It's hard to believe, because there are days that lately there is more better days than crappy days, but I still have those days that I can still hear. I can still hear it plain as day of somebody telling me, like, you're disgusting, you're fat, you have cellulite, you'll never ever be hot, you're, you know, just those words. And especially coming from somebody that you thought that you loved or that you were in love with, even hits you even worse. So I struggle so bad. And so a lot of times I fake so much of my happiness, I fake so much of my confidence because of it. It's not so bad for me to hear it from people that I don't know. I mean, it's still hurtful, but when you hear it from someone that you thought loved you back the same way as you loved them, it's like a knife being put into your chest and taken out a million times. And so that I struggle with every single day. Those of you that struggle with it, like, know that you're not alone, and know that there are people out there willing to listen. There are people willing to help. And if you have that person in your life that call you their friend or anything like that, and they have to always have the attention or say that there's something wrong with you, or get over it, or you use it as an excuse, or you use it as getting attention, you need to get them out of your life. I realize that there are people that need to go from my life, that consistently say stuff like that to me. And if they're not there to build you up, but they can put you down or call your flaws or never look at themselves, because I can honestly say a lot of the people that do that to me, not saying that there's a lot, but there are people that do it to me, they're just in denial, and they hide everything to act like their life is so goddamn perfect. And it's not. Their life is not fucking perfect. Although they think that they're perfect, they're not perfect. And know that you're not alone in this, and find yourself friends that will be there for you no matter what, regardless of where you go, what you're going through. Life is supposed to be fun, but also it's supposed to have trials and tribulations. and that's what makes us stronger. And I think that I would get really pissed off a lot and like say, why the hell is this happening to me? But I realize that God puts this stuff in our path or in our life to make us stronger, and know he's teaching us a lesson. And for me, it took me a while to even see or hear what he was saying to me, but there's a purpose. And for me, if I can help that one person, like how there are certain people that have helped me along the way, then I want to be that person. I want to let everybody know out there in the world that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to have depression. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to be the size that you are. And learning to love yourself every single day is a huge, huge thing. And for me, that's what I plan on doing, and that's what I've been focused on. I know that people will say some nasty shit about this video, and you know what? I don't give a shit. I really don't. I'm with that attitude now. It's like, you can say what you want, you can do as you please, I don't give a shit. Because until you pay my bills and you go through what I go through, then you can speak to me. Other than that, you have no room to talk. So I will start doing these more again. I think it kind of helps me to get things out, and also help me getting healthy along with everything else. Because my depression and my anxiety does trigger a lot of my health issues with gaining and losing. So until the next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.